Welcome back everybody. So guys, we've talked about the HTML a lot more. We just learned CSS and many more things, but right now what I'm just going to teach you, I'm going to the master project, and basically I'm just going to create a file in the HTML5. So let's just make it. I'm just going to the master project, and there is the HTML5, and I'm just creating the file named index.html, and there is the index.html file. So what I'm just gonna do, first of all, you know that this is the actual HTML5 version, so doc type HTML, which is necessary, and you know that this is a version. We've learned about the versions already. So guys, what more I need to talk? I just need to create the HTML main tag, basically the main HTML syntax. We'll talk about the HTML5 a little bit. So right now in this class we're just going to the gonna start working on the HTML5. All these things are basic, but I'll just talk you the basic changes in the HTML5 in this class. So this is the title, and what more I need, I'm just putting the learn HTML5, pretty awesome. The body, cover this one and go inside the body, and then what I'm just putting to create a web page, you know what is required. First of all, you have to create the container, then you have to create, what do you have to create? The header, the navigation, the body, and the footer. And navigation, after the navigation there is no body, there is the main tag, or you can say the middle tag, and in that tag you can put the sidebar or the left bar, okay? And the side area can be your menu area or sub menu area, or the left area can be your menu area, or etc. I think you got what I'm just telling. But if you're just working in the HTML5, so HTML5 has some semantic tags. What are the semantic tags? I'm just gonna guide you about them. For example, if you just want to put there the container, so let's just simply put the container ID container. Now go inside, and there inside the container what you have. So actually, first of all, you need to create the header. So now how we create the header, we just learned in a previous project in the HTML, in the simple HTML. We just create the header by putting the ID in this way, header. Okay, that's awesome. But in the HTML5 we just don't do in this way. Directly call the header tag, okay? Header. So now what the meaning of the header? And the header tag has some specific things? Not at all. This is as simple as the div is, okay? It means it has no specific any special feature, any special styling or something. This is just a semantic tag, okay? Just for naming that we are talking about the header. Just like that here, by using the old HTML way, we have to call the div, and inside the div we use the class or the ID for calling the header. But the problem is that sometimes people call it the heading, sometimes people call it the head or etc, okay? This can be confusing. How it can be confusing? For example, you're just leaving the project, you just created a project and now you just want to leave the project. For example, your boss is giving your project to any other developer, or you're just leaving the company. So what will happen? For example, you just give your codes to any new developer, so how the new developer can understand the thing? This is the problem, that the code that basically we just put the ID, and you know that we can put any value in the ID. So it's upon you that what are you calling for the header. For example, you can type only the h main or the main h. For example, I'm just teaching you a thing, main h. What the mean of the main h? Basically the main header. For example, you just put it a lot of headers in your website, so you can say the main header, or you can say div1, even the div1 too. This is a div1, and for the navigation you can call that div2. That is the issue, that a new person cannot understand the div1. What is the div1? He has to read all these things, what is inside the codes, and etc blah blah blah. The solution is just directly put the header tag, the HTML5 way. Now you just cannot edit it because this is a tag name which is actually created by the W3C. You cannot edit it. And now whatever you put inside the header, exactly the header. So guys, what I'm just going to do more here, I'm just simply saving it. I'm just creating a simple layout here in this class. Okay, I'm not actually creating a project. I'm just simply creating I'm just simply creating a layout using these semantic tags. Okay, so press enter, and now that is perfect. Basically, I'm doing one more thing. I'm just opening the previous project. I'm going to the master project, and there is the index page. So I'm just opening this index, edit with notepad++. Now the first was the header. If I just open this index page in the browser, so let's just go to the browser and check this out. Okay, this is the header, this is the navigation, and this is the middle area. So now the header, instead of the header, we just put it the header. After the header, there is the navigation area. So for the navigation area, what is it here? Just directly put the NAV. Okay, not put the navigation complete. This is the only nav. As I just put it, the only nav here. That is super perfect. Now inside this nav, again, this is the simple semantic tag. You can put the UL, the LIs inside the navigation. This is just for guiding your new assistant, or basically your new worker, or what I should say, the new developer of the website basically. So what is it after the navigation? After the navigation, there is a middle area. So for the middle area, you can call it the main. Okay, the main. Awesome. Main is also a tag. Okay, now press enter, and after the middle area, there is a lot of things inside the middle area. I'm not going to talk about them, but after the middle area, what is it? Just the footer. So go there, and exactly for the footer, the HTML5 has interesting thing, the footer. Awesome. I'm just going inside the main area, because you know that there is a lot of things inside the main area. First of all, the left area or the right area. So for this solution, what we can do for the here, I'm just going to the main area, and for the left area and for the right area. For the right area, basically, now the thing is, we have to decide the sidebar and the section area. Okay, so what is the meaning of the sidebar? The sidebar is simply just like where you're creating the sidebar in this website. The sidebar is on the right side. You can create the sidebar on the left side too, whatever you prefer. So we are just calling here the left or the right area, just for your readability. But in the HTML5, we just don't say this left or right. We just say the sidebar or the section or whatever. So the area which is like the sidebar, this is the sidebar, it should be the section, the aside tag. Okay, ASIDE, aside tag. In the aside tag, you just create the sidebar area, which is not necessary. You can create multiple sections, and here we are just creating the section first. Okay, the left area is the section here, and the right area is the aside tag. This is the right area. Pretty awesome. The right area is on the second number, so we just created the aside area, aside tag on the second number. So now we just created the section. Now you can create multiple sections in a website. Again, interesting thing, this, for example, you can create two sections instead of the aside area. You can create two sections. You can create the section a lot more. So the solution is we have to use the ID for now. Okay, but the thing is clearing that we are just talking about a section of a website. What is the meaning of the section? Simply a section inside a website. Any section it can be. This, you can create a section inside the header. You can create a section inside the main area. But in most of the scenes, we just create a section in the main area, and we can create the section in the footer or a side tag too. Awesome. I'm not gonna create the ID for now because we just don't need to create any other section. But you know that there are some posts inside the section area. You can see that the health is wealth. Okay, all these posts are same, but what we did here in the HTML index.html, there are the, if I just go to the section area, this is the section area in the HTML5. So the post tag is this. Okay, we use the div for the post tag. So what I'm just gonna call there, instead of the div, what we can call the article tag. Okay, article tag. This is the HTML5's associated tag, official tag. Basically, this is not necessary to put the this is not necessary to create the put the article inside the article tag. An article, it basically can be an independent area in the website. Okay, for example, we can create the post anywhere. Basically, the post is not connected to the layout of the website, so we can call this an article in the HTML5 language. This is not necessary to you to just think that we are just putting the article, the newspaper's article, or any other type of articles here, or the text. You can create any area which you're just considering as the independent area. Means an article can have everything of it inside. So if I just go to the browser, you know that this is the article tag. This is the post ID right now in the HTML. If you see, this is the post, the class of post. But basically, what I was just talking, that there is a issue. There is that the content here, the content description, the content's title, or any other thing, if you just put about the title, about the content, which we just put it inside the post, must be inside the post. This is the general rule. So that's why it is the article tag. So I think you've just got what I'm just telling about the article tag. So guys, this is the basic HTML semantic tags which can make our HTML document more readable and more easy. Even you just don't need to use the comments in this way when you're just clearing all these things by using the tags. Okay, but you should use the comments still, because in some projects you actually need the comments. By the way, something more I just want to clear you, that for example, a section needs a header, so you can create a section, you can create a header inside the section too. Header. Okay, now how to define that? I'm just talking about the sections header. You can see even that this section has only 1 and 2 and 3 tabs, and this section has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs, and actually it has a tab more, or 6 spaces more than the section starting tag. So exactly, this is the header which is inside the section. And in the HTML, in the CSS, you can call it by the selector. For example, you can call the in the CSS that select the header which is in the section. You know that how to do that. Just simple that first call the section, then add in space, and then type the header name, the header, and then the curly braces. Then it will affect only on this header which will be inside the section. But the other thing is you can put the class or IDs too. Okay, this is a simple way to do that, all these things. I do not think that it's hard to understand. In fact, this is really simple and really easy to do and to work on it. So spelling should be small, but HTML5 is not case sensitive. You can use the capital or small letters, whatever you want. It's the specialty of HTML5 that it's not strict. And by the way, we will continue to make this project, we will continue to complete this project. We will only create the basic layout for the website, which actually we need to learn in HTML5, and then we'll just move on to the forms. And the interesting thing is, in the HTML5 is the multimedia. So guys, leave me, stay tuned, goodbye, tata.